think she would look just like that. Rebecca Bross gets ready to go on vault.
And this is a big test for her because she has not looked great on this at all. Been really struggling. Her coach had to help her towards the end. Not enough rotation in training. Oh. And that's okay.
Better than the ones we've seen in training.
Well, yeah.
Some of the low landings were stinging those ankles.
She just doesn't have the power you're going to see on this. It's a little bit sloppy in the air as we look at the replay. And what she doesn't get is enough explosion off the table. She's a little soft on the table, and her height is low, and she has to pike her body down. When I say pike, that's bending at the hips, and that is a no-no for a lot of different reasons, deductions and others as well. But she does survive. That shouldn't get a really big score. Very sloppy.
What kind of conversation does Valeria Lukin and Rebecca Bross have after tonight to get things together and back on track for day 2 of this competition?
Well, you know, in the 3 weeks since the CoverGirl Classic, I would have to say that she looks significantly better. She just looks a little bit tired to me, like a little overworked almost.
Back over to the balance beam, Michaela Maroney, currently sitting in 4th place after 3 rotations, has had some struggles, but got things together, Tim and Elfie, on vault.
You know, I asked her, what are some of the things that make her special? Why is she so good at the sport of gymnastics? And she said that since day 1, her parents have really impressed upon her the need to be independent. She says she hears about all these kids, their moms pack for them. No packing for Michaela. She's got to go up to the room and do it all herself. But,
oh, gosh, when she first walked in to the interview area with us and we got a little time to get to know Michaela, she came across as an extremely confident young lady, ready for this challenge, ready to be a senior and to go after this world team and beyond. We're just not seeing that translate at all in her gymnastics.
That was, in my opinion, pure confidence. She just lacked a little bit of it and didn't really finish the element. And when you're a little afraid on balance beam, it makes it 10 times worse.
Kayla's one of those juniors that we were really excited about watching at this stage with 1 year to go. She certainly has the look, she has the line, she has great difficulty, but it's all about staying up on that balance beam, putting those routines together time and time again, and I can't stress that enough because World Championships, Olympic Games, that's just pressure-packed.
Well, remember, she had that fall, and you know, it used to be that it was only 5/10 of a point when you came off the apparatus. Now it is a full point.
You heard him mention the second day. I think a lot of girls are going to leave this competition thinking, I got one more day. Mackenzie Caquado, 6th place after the 3rd rotation, managing to stay in that top 6. Started the meet in 2nd. Had a pretty solid outing.
She has. She's been great, actually.
Rebecca Bross on vault of 14.5. You can't really tell because the tape is skin color, but that is one of the biggest tape jobs I've seen on an ankle. Looks like she's wearing an UGG on her right foot.
Yeah, she actually tore ligaments in her foot right before the NCAAs this year. She's a tough cookie, though.
Yeah,
she
another great routine.
competed all 4 events for Florida at those championships, even with that messed up ankle. Nice dismount, double pike, and disguises that little step very well, I think. The girls in this quadrennium have to stick the landing on floor, just as the men do, which is a change from the past. They used to be able to take that step back.
All smiles for Mackenzie Caquato as we move over to the balance beam once again. Allie Raceman, second place after the 3rd rotation. And this is somebody, Tim and Elfie, who even though her bars didn't score a big score, she's really lived up to her potential. She's hit her great events, and she got through the bars like you said she needed to.
Absolutely. And, you know, if she sticks this balance beam routine, which my guess is she's going to do exactly that, her stake just goes way up in Marta Caroli's eyes, especially with all of the bobbles, and not just bobbles, balance checks, but major falls on balance beam and all the other events tonight. She has been clean so far.
And they talk to Marta Caroli all the time. She's at all the practices. They're talking with the individual coaches. And Marta has told her, just push for the all-around. I know the uneven bars isn't your strength. Keep pushing. She says, I need to trust it.
Mackenzie Caquato, just a 13.65 on floor exercise. Surprisingly, a little bit low.
A little scary, but holds on. Very nice leap right there. A little bit fidgety, but really a great routine. Big dismount. We saw Rebecca Bross try this and unsuccessful. Oh, and that was great.
So close to a stick.
Yeah, and I think she beat the bell by just a little bit there.
As you said, Tim, she had a couple of uh-ohs and, you know, could tighten up here and there, but Mihai's going to be very happy with that routine.
But again,
she goes a little bit crooked on this dismount, twists a little bit too early. Right here, you see her shoulders going before she has a square takeoff. She should be jumping straight up in the air, and that'll make her land exactly parallel. You'll be able to see it much better right here. See that? How she scoots off to the side? That'll be a bit of a deduction in addition to that step, but she's a tough kid.
And on her last event, Chelsea Memel has been amazing tonight as well. A little surprising, Tim, on floor, only a 13.6 for what I think all three of us felt like was an outstanding floor routine, or certainly better than a 13.6.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I thought so.
For sure, when you've seen as many falls as we have, and you see this routine come out with the power and the strength that she had, I mean, to me, at 13.6 just doesn't make sense.
You can see that focused look. Talked to some people before the competition as well, and they all brought that up, the focus that she has, and obviously the poise we've seen hitting these routines, but that tunnel vision she has. I don't even know if she knows that there's a gymnastics competition going on around her.
No, I think actually she knows, and really well, and I think that that's what sets her apart, is she thrives, and, you know, her dad, you just saw a shot of Andy Memel there. He says that, you know, he doesn't really know where it came from, but it is there, and it's always there.
Same vault that she performed at the Classic.
She is able to do a more difficult vault. She did a nice job there, but this actually has a very low start value. We saw Jordan Weber. Remember, she did that. The most difficult vault being done in the competition has a potential score of a 16.5. Well, this vault right here has a maximum score of a 15.0. She does only one twist. She's capable of adding another full twist. Her dad says, though, I am not going to let myself push her too much. I couldn't live with myself if I pushed too much and she encountered another injury. Can't let it happen, he said.
Chelsea Memmel's competition is complete. Allie Raceman on balance beam scores a 14.7, and for that young lady, you could almost hear the collective cheer from over the border in Wisconsin for that Wisconsin native, Chelsea Memmel. The mystery man in the red shirt is no mystery. That's Bella Caroli, and I don't know about you guys, but he might want to get his own room tonight because Marta might have an earful of venting to take care of. But a legend in the sport, Bella Caroli, on the sidelines this evening. Sabrina Vega, ninth after the third rotation.